What's up, guys? Tyler here, gaming hard, and I'm bringing you guys more hobbies and pastimes. This time, I'm bringing a lot of hobbies and pastimes. This is going to be all of the flight school missions together in one video. Now, I realize I've done a little video on this one before and getting a gold medal in this particular mission of the flight school on my multidisciplined guide, where I linked all my other requirements for multidisciplined, but I decided to go ahead and throw this in there, the taking off challenge, just to have a complete video of all of the flight school challenges, okay? So that's number one down. Training taking off. This is the second one. Runway landing.
Just above the runway as you approach. Be sure to deploy the landing gear before you reach the runway.
And the deal is here, guys, you only need to get gold in one of these flight school missions for the multidisciplined trophy. Other than that, for 100% game completion, you do not need to get a gold medal in every mission of the flight school. You could get bronze in all of them and still get 100% game completion. We got gold there, as you see. This is the third challenge now. This is inverted flight.
It's time for us to get a little crazy. First, I want you to get some altitude and head for that checkpoint marked at the end of the runway.
So we're gonna get gold in a lot of these on this video, guys, but not all of them.
On my mark, perform a barrel roll by pulling your flight stick to the left or right.
And that is simply because it is not required.
Stones of steel! I like it. Now let's try a few of those in a row.
And some of these can be very tough to get a gold medal in.
Watch your altitude on this one. Okay, perform 3 barrel rolls in a row.
Pretty simple there, guys. Just hold the left stick to the right or left. Really simple challenge.
Upside down. On my word, roll over the plane and hold it steady. Okay,
now,
roll the plane upside down.
When you're flying upside down, guys, bring yourself upside down by turning the left stick or pushing the left stick to the left or right. Turn yourself upside down, and then to maintain your altitude, you're going to want to, you know, kind of just push up on the left stick. Push up.
Great work out there today. I'll teach you some more moves next time.
Alright, so that one's down. Another gold medal on that one. And now we're going to do knife flight.
Take off and head for the checkpoint marked at the runway.
And
then I'll talk you through it.
all of these guys
one of the harder moves. You'll have to keep your wings steady and
go
use
toward
rudder to
your
maintain altitude.
hobbies and pastimes. Each individual one.
When I give you the signal, I want you to try to hold a knife edge with your plane. Okay, perform a knife edge.
So we are knocking out 12 of the 42 hobbies and pastimes right here.
Good. Let's see if you can do the same thing on the other side. On my mark, roll your plane over to the opposite side and hold the position. Okay, perform a knife edge on the other side. Level out the plane.
Knife flight's pretty simple, guys. You're just gonna turn by pushing the left stick to the left or right, and then, like, if you're rolled over on your left side, you're gonna want to just periodically tap R1 to keep yourself steady. If you're rolled over on the right side, periodically tap L1 to keep yourself steady and maintain your altitude.
Watch your altitude, though. This is really a test of how low you can go and how well you can maneuver the plane.
So this one is called flight hatting, and it is just a course through the city, kind of. A lot of it is over sea. All you have to do is just fly through the gates here, fly through the little checkpoints. It's a pretty low altitude throughout this course, which, as the flight instructor just stated, that this is really a test of how low you can go and continue to be able to maneuver the plane, because one wrong maneuver here, guys, and you wind up in the water. This is where the flight school missions start to get a little tricky.
Awesome. Keep it up.
And you know, on this one, pedal to the metal, guys. Just keep it low and maneuver through. This is where it gets a little tougher, is when you start flying amongst these street lights and stuff like that. This is really the easiest part to screw up on. If you get through this particular part of the mission, you should be golden from here on out.
Looking solid.
And what I mean when I say here on out, I mean the rest of this particular mission, the flight hatting mission.
Good job.
So, bam, finish line.
Excellent job. I couldn't have done
Pretty
it much
simple,
better
guys.
myself.
Another one knocked out. And a gold medal on that one, too. But as I said, we're not going to get gold on all of these guys. Alright, here's the next challenge. Touchdown.
Okay, you see your checkpoint marked on the radar? You're gonna practice an emergency landing on that bridge, straight ahead.
As you heard, this is an emergency landing challenge. This one is kind of a pain in the ass.
Onto the road. If you touch down smoothly, your plane is gonna stop pretty fast.
This is all about how fast you can stop the plane. You gotta watch out for that traffic out there, too. So, all about how quickly you can stop the plane. I would refrain from even pushing down R2 or right trigger if you're on Xbox there. Just don't worry about accelerating, you know. Just fly through that first checkpoint and then start holding down the brake as you're coming up to land there, and then just bring it down nice and soft and try to bring it to a stop as quickly as you can. We wound up with silver there, guys. So this is the last of the plane parts of the flight school for now. This is the loop challenge. And it's real simple. You just hold back the left stick. Make sure you have good altitude before you start. Make sure you're steady.
Wait for my signal and then pull back hard on the flight stick. Okay, perform an inside loop.
And my suggestion would be, between each of these little stunts, make sure you gain some more altitude. See, so we've got that.
I think we can squeeze in one more stunt. We'll combine the inside loop with the barrel roll to perform a roll off the top. Start with an inside loop, but only go halfway. When you're fully inverted, then roll the plane over. Now, when I give you the go-ahead, yank the flight stick back as hard as you can. Ready? Perform a roll off the top.
Alright, this one can be a little tricky. You got to, you know, you are dead upside down. You gotta wait until you are perfectly upside down to turn yourself back right side up using the barrel roll technique, which is going to be pushing your left stick either to the right or left. So that one's knocked out of the way. We got gold on that one, pretty easy. And now we're getting into the helicopter stuff. There's not going to be any more plane stuff until the actual last challenge. So the key to going quickly with the helicopter is to try to keep the nose pointed down. It doesn't really matter if you are holding down R2 or L2. That's all just about elevation. R2 is going to raise you higher.
The bridge didn't seem to slow you down at all.
L2 is going to bring you lower. Of course, right trigger, left trigger if you're Xbox. Okay, so, going forward and the speed is all about keeping that nose pointed down, pointed forward. Basically pushing your left stick forward. The helicopters are unnecessarily difficult to control too, guys. I mean, they have all this wobble to them. We're gonna throw in a under the bridge here. Bow. But yeah, just keep the nose pointed down, and you know, if you notice yourself getting a little too high, you know, hold down that L2 and bring yourself back down a little bit. Starts to get a little tricky here. Gotta navigate around the buildings. Don't get too close to them. Obviously, goes without saying, but I'm saying it anyway, motherfucker. We're gonna get relatively close to the top of this building here. And you know, the helicopter challenges are pretty easy, guys. It's just that the helicopter, the ridiculous amount of wobble that is integrated into the whole control of the helicopter. You're constantly just swaying back and forth. And the only time you can really keep the helicopter steady is when you have that nose pointed down, when you have that left stick pushed forward. But when it comes time to start making those turns and things with L1 and R1, that wobble just gets ridiculous. So you can see the sway there. Just, I mean, wow.
There's the landing pad. Go ahead and set her down nice and easy. You've got this.
And this is one of those things. I'm just not very good at landing. We're gonna try to do our best here.
Not too bad for your first heli course.
We went just beyond the time required for the silver medal there, so we wound up with bronze, which is actually going to be that is our lowest score of all of them. But I just went ahead and said, you know, fuck it, no big deal. We completed it, and that's what's important, and that's all that matters.
Good work so far. Keep her at full speed.
So this is helicopter speed run. The second helicopter challenge. This one, as the instructor has informed us, is all about speed. Keeping it quick, keeping it fast, keeping it moving.
Keep it up.
And there's a couple of pretty tricky parts in here. They want you to make some pretty precise maneuvers
you are blazing now.
While going fairly quickly.
Out there. Nicely done.
And we're getting pretty close, guys. We're getting pretty close to knocking out all these hobbies and pastimes. I'm making sure that I've got a video up for everything. My subscribers, people who are watching these videos, I'm so glad it's helping everybody out, and you know, we're earning 100% game completion together. Now, here's the really tricky part of this particular challenge. Going through these little gaps here on this Golden Gate Bridge-like bridge. Alright, we made it through. That's the toughest part of this particular mission, guys. The helicopter speed run mission. Is making it through those little gaps
Bring the helicopter down gently
without crashing. Well, I should say, for me, that's the hardest part other than landing the fucking helicopter. Because you know what? We made it through the course in almost gold medal time. But, instead, we're gonna wind up with silver because I can't land a fucking helicopter. Wow. Wow. Just bump it up. Alright, alright, alright. We're done.
Alright,
We got it.
Not too bad. You made decent time.
Alright, guys. Helicopter speed run out of the way. Silver medal on that one.
Close to the
Good
ground.
enough. And now it's time for
Aren't
skydiving.
afraid of heights. Aim for the target and deploy your parachute when you start getting close to the ground.
I don't see why this is part of flight school. You already have parachute jumps that you have to complete for your hobbies and pastimes. I don't understand why they chose to throw the parachuting in here. But, okay. So this is the skydiving challenge. I pulled my parachute a bit too early there. Almost as soon as I jumped out. Of course, we have a rainbow parachute, which is kind of a them paying a little homage to the Ballad of Daytona, where a lot of this parachute jump stuff originated from. And that's it, guys. You know, stationary target, jump out of the helicopter, coast on down, land within the target area, and it's all good. It's how close you get to the center is what determines
The drop zone is on the back
your
of a truck. So take your time
medal,
maneuvering
which
with your
medal
parachute.
you get. So we got silver
It's
there.
better to pull your chute early than late. It will give you more time to track the target and try to match its speed.
So this time, same deal. Once again, parachuting out of a helicopter. Basically same altitude. Difference being here that we're parachuting down onto a moving target instead of a stationary one. This is going to be the typical flatbed truck, land on the back of it type parachute jump. I'm actually not sure if that was a helicopter we jumped out of. Maybe it was a plane. I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. So basically my strategy on this one was I'm just kind of circling it. Coming down almost in like a spiral formation. Just circling the target. Because it's been my experience that when you try to go straight at it, you know, you'll wind up coming down just below it, or once you start to go past it, it's already too late, and you wind up landing in front of the truck. So, that's why I've adopted the little spiral here, and you don't actually have to land dead on the truck there, you just have to land within the drop zone. So, even though we didn't land on the truck, we still come out with a silver medal, and it's still completed.
I want you to take your very
The name of that last challenge, Drop Zone, by the way.
That will require you to fly upside
So
down
this
or knife through them.
is it, guys. This is the final mission of the flight school. This one's entitled Earn Your Wings. And the way that this one works is it is a course, much like the flat hatting course that we flew through earlier with the plane.
Get ready for the next gate. Since it's marked green, you'll have to perform a knife through it.
However, as you just heard, there's going to be different kinds of gates here. Yellow gates you just fly through as normal. But these green gates you have to fly through with the knife flight maneuver. And as I said before, you just push your left stick to the left or right, get up on one side, and tap L1 or R1 to keep your altitude. As you saw there, blue gates, you need to fly through upside down. They are actually somewhat easy. Almost easier to me than the actual knife flight and keeping it steady with the knife maneuver. With the upside down ones, you're just going to push your left stick to the left or right until you become completely upside down, and then push your left stick forward to maintain your altitude, just kind of bumping it up, as it were. And you should be fine. And as soon as you get through the gate, flip yourself right side back up. Keep moving on. So another knife. It's really a pretty easy course. Didn't take me too many tries. Pretty simple stuff. We're actually going to end this with a silver medal, but we come within 1 second of gold here, as you'll see right here on the end.
I'll take it.
So this is pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you guys for sitting through this long video. It took quite a bit of work to kind of edit all this stuff together. I have a pretty primitive video editor. But you guys keep watching. I'll keep making them, man. If you guys like these videos, like, comment, subscribe, please. And have a good one. And keep on gaming hard.